8 beautiful cities to visit in Spain. Madrid. Madrid is the capital of Spain and the country's largest city. Madrid is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. The Old Town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it has many famous landmarks such as the Royal Palace and Plaza Mayor. Madrid has a lot to offer with its rich history and culture. The buildings in Madrid are located near each other and the streets are laid out in a grid pattern. Madrid has some amazing architecture. I was pleasantly surprised when I saw a lot of great buildings in the center and also near some parks. The buildings are so beautiful and have great detail. It must have been a lot of work to build all of these structures with such intricate designs. Madrid is also very central, so it's easy to get around and explore other areas easily from the city. A positive about Madrid is the flat topography. It makes it really easy to get around and explore your surroundings. Attractions in Madrid include La Gran Via, a wide boulevard with many business and entertainment venues, Puerta del Sol, a city gate that served as the original entrance for visitors to Madrid. 2. Sevilla. Sevilla is an important UNESCO World Heritage Site. In the past, Sevilla has been a center of trade and culture in the Western Mediterranean. Today Sevilla, as well as its surrounding areas, is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. According to UNWTO, Sevilla has been a city of trade and culture since around 2,000 years ago. The city was the center of the Western Mediterranean world and today it is a popular tourist destination in Europe. The city has a rich history and culture, with many monuments, including the Cathedral of Seville. Sevilla is one of the most important cities in Spain and the world. Sevilla is a Spanish city located in the province of Sevilla, in the autonomous community of Andalusia. The city has a rich history and culture, with many monuments such as churches, mosques and synagogues. Nearby attractions include a Moorish castle. Sevilla, Spain is often called the City of Triangles for its signature shape. Sevilla is also famous for hosting the annual Festival of San Fermins, in which people from all around the world gather to see the running of the bulls. With a population of over 1.3 million people, Sevilla is the 5th largest city in Spain. Sevilla is best known worldwide as the birthplace of Christopher Columbus. 3. Barcelona. Barcelona is one of the most famous tourist destinations in Europe. It is a city that has a mix of old and new architecture, which makes it a great place to visit. Barcelona is known for its festivals and celebrations, which take place all year round. One of the most famous ones is the Festa Major de Gracia, which takes place in September and lasts for 10 days. Barcelona is a city of contrasts. It has a rich history, which can be seen in the architecture of its buildings. One of the most famous buildings is Sagrada Familia, which was designed by Antoni Gaudí. This building took over 40 years to complete and it is still not finished. It has been declared as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and it is one of the most visited tourist attractions in Barcelona. The Sagrada Familia is one of the most famous architectural works in Barcelona. The church has been under construction since 1882 and will not be completed until 2026. The Gothic Quarter is an area with narrow streets and small shops that are typical for medieval times. The architecture there has been preserved since the Middle Ages, which makes it an interesting place to explore. The Gothic Quarter of Valencia is a small, historic quarter in the city. The area has been preserved since medieval times and it has been declared a cultural heritage site by UNESCO. 12 million tourists each year visit Barcelona, which is known for its football team, beaches and nightlife. 4. Zaragoza. Zaragoza is a city of contrasts. It is the capital of Aragon, but it also has a large Arab population, and its architecture reflects this mix. The city is located in the southeast of the country, in a fertile valley that was once home to one of the most important Jewish communities in Europe. The historic center is full of narrow streets lined with shops and restaurants and dominated by the cathedral, which towers over all else. The cathedral's Renaissance facade features two bell towers, while inside there are some notable works by Goya and El Greco, as well as an ornate pulpit carved from local stone and a sculpted, gilded wooden frame. On the west end of the Plaza Mayor stands Calle de Santa Maria, which leads to Plaza de San Francisco, a large square lined with cafes and restaurants. On Sundays and holidays, it's sometimes crowded with market-goers. A few blocks south of the cathedral is Plaza de los Tres Reyes. Plaza de los Tres Reyes is a small plaza in the center of Toledo, Spain. It is located in the heart of the city and has been a landmark since medieval times. Plaza de los Tres Reyes is one of the most famous plazas in Spain for its beautiful Renaissance architecture, historical significance and breathtaking view. The plaza is named after the three kings who visited Jesus Christ as a child and is also home to the Cathedral of St. Mary of Toledo, which was built during the 12th century. 5. Granada. Granada is a city in southern Spain, near the Sierra Nevada. It is surrounded by mountains and has a Mediterranean climate. Granada is a city in southern Spain that has been inhabited for over 3,000 years. It was originally founded by the Moors, who called it Garnida, which means the land of pomegranates. The Moors were eventually expelled from Granada in 1492 during the Reconquista. Granada's location on the banks of the Rio Genil, or Genil River, made it an important trading center for many centuries. In addition to its Moorish influence and central location for skiing and hiking, Granada has become known as one of Europe's most progressive cities because of its commitment to sustainability efforts such as recycling. The city has taken many steps to make the most of the natural resources that it has at hand. 6. Burgos. Burgos is a city in the autonomous community of Castile and Leon, in northern Spain. It is the capital of the province of Burgos, in the autonomous community of Castile and Leon. The city has a well-preserved old town with buildings from different periods, including an 11th century cathedral, a 12th century cathedral with 4 towers and a 13th century church. El Museo del Prado Contemporáneo de Arte is located in Burgos, which houses works from the Spanish Royal Collection and other museums. The city has a wide selection of art galleries, but also many stores selling pottery, papier-mâché, embroidery and lace products. The Feria de Burgos is one of the most important fairs in Spain. The Feria de Burgos has been taking place for the last 200 years, and it is held in Burgos every year during the second week of September. The festival began as a livestock fair but has since expanded to include many different types of trade, commerce, and entertainment. 7. Santiago de Compostela. Santiago de Compostela is a beautiful city with a lot of history and culture. The city has been the destination of thousands of pilgrims for centuries. The most popular pilgrimage route to Santiago is the Camino Frances, which starts in France and ends in Spain. It's a long walk that can take up to 3 months to complete. The pilgrims walk on foot, through forests, over mountains and across rivers until they reach Santiago de Compostela. They are often referred to as pilgrims or pilgrimage travelers, who come to visit its main cathedral and find spiritual enlightenment. The origins of Santiago date back to a legend that tells us that St. James was buried in the city, and it was later named after him. 8. Palma de Mallorca. Palma de Mallorca is a beautiful island off the coast of Spain with plenty to see and do, including beaches, theme parks, and museums. There are many things to see in Palma de Mallorca. It is worth exploring some of the more popular areas such as Sa Punta, the city's most famous beach, and the promenade. Sa Punta is a very popular beach in Palma de Mallorca with a large boulevard of shops, restaurants, and clubs along the waterfront. This beach is also home to one of the city's most iconic landmarks, the Cathedral of Palma.